Welcome to RCindustry. Yeah!
Are you going to help today? Hey, it's Rick here. I thought I'd do a little update on the garden and everything. We're coming up on Memorial Day weekend. This is Friday, so hope you guys are ready to celebrate. We did get some rain last night, praise the Lord. We were so dry, so we've got a total of 1 1/8 inches for the month. So it's not like we're flooding up here, that's for sure. There's a little pesky weed. But anyway, I got stuff planted. Something's been eating. Those are marigolds. Generally nothing will eat a marigold, but something's been chewing on them. So hopefully it isn't this guy. So anyway, thought I'd update you a little bit. Just house plants, moved them out. You know, we did that video on repotting house plants, and stuff is starting to take off. You know, we separated this guy out and got 2, and then the big one's back in the house. I keep the big one in the house, but we got the fountain running. And now don't you be peeing on my bushes. We just planted a new bush here, and that's the one that was there before. So, but this little guy likes to pee on my stuff. So anyway, okay, got the hummingbird feeders out, but I haven't seen any of them yet. So don't know about that. The other one's up there. These are forget-me-nots. I've never grown those before. Oh, and I'll show you, yeah, because I planted those, before we go out to the garden. Remember, they were raising money for the disabled veterans, and they always sell those poppies. Well, I bought poppy seeds, so I've got a bunch of poppy plants here. So I'm going to separate those out into some other containers, because I think that's a little bit too much probably for that one container. So yeah, so their stuff is growing. It was early this year. We've got fruit on the trees. We had fruit on the trees when we had that snow, and I got pears that are, well, we'll just walk out there and I'll just show you my pears. But let's go see what the garden's doing. We got our project finished over here with the landscaping. Of course, I think I did a video on where we painted those bed frames, and then we've got honeysuckle growing on them, and we got the gravel put in there. Still got mud here, but we haven't had enough rain or moisture to grow grass, so you know, I may just have to wait till next year, because I don't know, or this winter. A lot of times I'll sow grass seed during the winter, and it seems to do real well. I've even sown it right on top of the snow. So okay, so I picked lettuce today because we're going up to visit some friends, and I wanted to take some lettuce up. But so I kind of mowed this off, and then this is the next group coming in to grow. And then our spinach is coming up good. I've been picking on it, and then we got a new set of spinach right in here. I like to space things out so it doesn't all grow at once. And then, oh, there's a earthworm. Worms are good in the garden, right? See him? He's a-crawling. There he goes. Anyway, so well, that one's getting big. Those are our cucumbers, and then I put in a new row of cucumbers down along here so that they would all, again, not come on all at once. So that's our celery, not doing so well. And then, of course, this is a broccoli plant. I kind of spaced out some broccolis around. That's what this big stuff is over here. Broccoli, 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 and then this is getting to be big. So again, I didn't want it all to come on at once. I want to be able to eat on it. And then these are just flowers up here, those random flower seeds that I grew. And I've been pulling, because it was way too many for that container, so I've been pulling some out here and there and putting them other places. In fact, I'm going to take some up to some friends today. So these are peppers, and they're getting to be tall enough to transplant. So I need to get out here and do that. Oh, there's a weed. Let's get that baby out of there. There's one too. Got that rain last night. That popped some weeds up real quick. And then these are beets, red beets, sugar beets, whatever you want to call them. I got a lot of them planted here. Some of them didn't come up so good, so I may go back in and replant this weekend. And of course our cilantro is doing well. These are jalapenos across here, and then that's the dill. So I've been picking cilantro and dill and putting it in my salads. I like that. But you know, I want to grow this so when we make salsa, and then these, of course, these will get really tall and should have blooms on them because I want to make dill pickles. So yeah, so this is this garden, and we'll go look at the outside of the garden fence here. I've got our gourds planted, so we'll go look at them real quick. That back on there. So see, they're coming up, and actually there's probably too many there, so I'm probably gonna pull a few of them out, and because I don't want them to be, you know, choked up. But and then yesterday, before the rain, I got out here and planted my blackberries. I never have got my stuff from that seed catalog that I ordered. They took my money, but they didn't ever give me any plants because I was supposed to be getting some raspberries. And but I moved these tame blackberries. If you don't move them every 7 or 8 years, they get to where they don't grow well. And you can see down here where I moved them from, because they've been here. This will be the 9th summer. So, and so what I did was I dug them out, the ones that didn't have berries set on them already, and then I'm going to leave these until fall, and then I'm going to move them around and get them kind of in a straight row, because after a while, you know, they spread, but they kind of, you know, they do their own thing. Nature's not perfect in a line. So anyway, so we got lots of berries coming on, and that's these are false grapes, so they get sprayed again. I'm going to spray these babies Tuesday, so they need to be sprayed again. And then these are just regular Concord grapes, so, but they're setting on too. So anyway, got me some little trees that Kent and Betty gave us, so we got them planted. Let's go see what the hops is doing. Now again, that seed company that I ordered all that stuff from, they still haven't sent the stuff, like I said. But so I don't have my new hops plants that go here. Still haven't got them, so I don't know if we'll have any hops off of them this year or not. But these are the ones that I moved from last year. And we got a little bitty one here. He's not doing too much. And then we got this one that's starting to vine, so looks pretty good. Sorry, should have brought my handheld unit so it wouldn't be so shaky for you. But I kind of did this on the spur of a moment. Well, let's go see what the tomatoes are doing down here. So yeah, so the tomatoes are starting to perk up a little, and I got some overnight. Looks like we've got some more asparagus popped up, so I'll get out here and pick that after a while. And of course our pepper plants, and then back here on the back, I can't see them really good with the camera, but let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, there's some onions. I've planted a bunch of onion sets back in there too, so we'll see. Rhubarb, not going to probably get anything off of it this year, but I separated it out. It was root bound pretty good, so I've moved it around some. And I just never have good luck with rhubarb for some reason. So if anybody out there knows what I'm doing wrong, well, let me know, because my dad used to, and my great-grandfather, they all grew rhubarb, and it was just amazing. And I've tried everything my dad says to do, and I still don't have good rhubarb. So anyway, let's go see what the pear trees are doing. And the apple trees. I've got 3 kinds of apples. I've got Granny Smith, Fuji, and Honeycrisp. And then this pear I've got out here is just a, I forget what it is. It's an old style pear. It's one of them big ugly ones. And they're real rock hard. You pick them and then you kind of let them set in the crisper for a couple of months, and then they get really good. They're wonderful if you peel them and slice them and put them with vodka. So anyway, that's another thing. But look how big they are already. I mean, there's my thumb. You know, that's crazy. This thing is loaded. It's already weighting the branches down. So, and this one's one of the apple trees, and to be honest with you, till they ripen, I can't remember which one's which. I do think this one is the Fuji apple, though. See, it's loaded too. And then this is the one the deer and the wind about destroyed 3 or 4 years ago. So I still have it. Still got some stakes in the ground holding it. But you know, this one's loaded too. Now, none of these were supposed to be dwarf trees, and it's obvious that this is a dwarf tree, and you know, versus like this one and those down there, because that's as tall. I mean, it never. I've not pruned that back. It just doesn't get any bigger than that. So anyway, and we did a little bit of landscaping out here. Some of the earlier videos years ago, this whole window was almost covered with these great big old green, some kind of, I don't know what they were, but they were ridiculous. You couldn't even see out the front window. So now we've got lavender and jasmine in here, because that'll be nice smells when they're blooming, because we like to have the windows open as much as we can. So anyway, that was just a little garden update. We're up to 184 subscribers now. Oh, there's the babies waiting on me to come in. But we're up to 184 subscribers now. So thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for sharing. Be sure and hit that like button. Drop a comment, you know, if you want to see something else. I know we've kind of changed what we're doing a little bit. I'm not doing so many houses now. There just isn't a market. There's a market for selling them, but there's not a good buyer's market right now. So I'll say it that way. Sellers, oh yeah, man, it's been good for that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and tell your friends to subscribe. Reach up there and hit that button. Thanks. Bye.
I was walking down the street, I was minding my own affair.
Run, Tallulah, run!
Hi, baby.